What's up everyone? Obviously this video, a little bit of a different background right now. It's pretty crazy. Just a little intro. I'm currently away in Spain, in Marbella. I had 4 or 5 days of basically just hosted a crazy mastermind. We've been sharing information with each other, having some insane talks. But today's video, I'm gonna be doing a little bit of 7 things that I wish I knew by 18. I feel like a lot of my audience is around that age, 17, 18, from my experience of dropshipping, growing the palace and doing loads of different things, working with influencers, whatever. I feel like it would be a good video to sit down and talk about. And number one is getting on the hamster wheel as soon as possible and just starting something. The biggest problem that I always had when I was 15, 16, I always wanted to get into dropshipping, but I was, too scared to start. I'll wait until the summer holidays. I'll wait until I finish sixth form. I'll wait until I finish my GCSEs, blah, blah, blah. All of these stupid excuses I always came up with in order to basically put myself off of starting anything. And I think the best thing that ever happened was just literally getting my foot in the door. And how that obviously happened with me, if you guys don't know, if you've watched the podcast with me I literally just started to hate the school life that much that I was like, I got to the point where I was literally like depressed with the idea of like, oh, I'm gonna be in this forever, doing exams, experiencing the uni life, etc. That I literally started a clothing brand, right? So I took initiative and was just like, I'm just gonna do it. I don't know how to start a clothing brand, but I'm gonna learn along the way. Once you get on that hamster wheel never ends. You keep going. It's just about getting on it in the first place and getting things moving. That's the one thing that happened with me, where it's just, as soon as that happened, it's just like a dominoes effect of I went from this to that to now where I'm at right now, right? That's the first thing that I would definitely say is number one, the one thing that I wish I knew by 18. Now, the second thing is distance yourself and think long-term as opposed to short-term. And I know it sounds a little bit spiritual and a little bit weird, but one of the things that was quite a big thing where I'm from, a lot of people had that mindset towards dropshipping or creating a business and whatever, any type of money-making method. It was basically just all a scam, and it was all just like, that's a waste of time, just focus on uni, or I stopped thinking about that, let's just go smoke some weed or something like that, you know what I mean? What I say by protecting your energy is try not to hang around with the types of people that are not thinking about leveling themselves up, right? They really actually do not care whatsoever about their future. They're just thinking about, fuck it, I'm just gonna live in this town forever. And that's completely up to them. But if you are someone that wants to elevate and take yourself to a level where you can come to a villa like this and do things like go out on a yacht, even not the materialistic things like retiring your parents or being able to live on your own terms and not have to go to a job. If your views are reflected by the people that you hang around with and they're going to be influenced in the way that you think, you're going to have that same outlook towards life as them, right? And you're going to be thinking, oh, what's the point in making a clothing brand? That's stupid anyway. And if I had listened to the people that have, said that it was stupid or had doubted me or whatever, I would have never progressed with anything whatsoever. I've even got a Snapchat on my phone of me 2 years ago when I had literally no money to my name. It was people asking me to go to a party or something like that, something along those lines, or go to the pub or something. I don't know specifically, but it was literally me saying 2 years later, we'll see where I'm at. People are doubting me. People are saying that it's a waste of time. Let's see in 2 years' time and see where I'm at. And obviously the position that I'm in now, it clearly paid off. That's the second one. The third one is find people that share the same principles as you as fast as possible. Now, the people that I live with right now, currently, one does trading, the other is heavily in ecom, both always thinking about how can we take ourselves to the next level, even gym-wise, even health-wise, financially, obviously, how can they take themselves to the next level? How can we keep climbing that ladder? How can we get ourselves from here to there, right? Always thinking about how they can better themselves. And my whole group in itself, and I mean literally my close friendship group, are all people that are, constantly want to level up, constantly working on something, working on some sort of project. I think that's such a key thing. Finding, even if it's one friend from your area, keep that person close. Like one of my boys from down south, Jack, he was always massively into the idea of doing business and stuff like that. And I kept him close because we literally were the only ones that had that idea. So we were always bouncing ideas off each other. And then I stumbled across these guys. We networked and became best friends. So you literally just elevate each other so much. The fourth one is fail as many times as possible. And resilience is a massive thing, a massive thing. There's always a quote that I live by, and it's Mr. Successful takes a loss, learns and profits from it. Mr. Unsuccessful takes a loss, makes excuses and fails to learn. The people that are unsuccessful, they'll experience things like a setback with dropshipping. They'll experience a failed product. They'll experience a video that didn't go viral, and they'll just make excuses. They'll blame it on dropshipping doesn't work, or trading doesn't work, or FBA doesn't work. All of these different things work. It's literally about keeping going when you don't want to. It's literally about failing as many times as possible and understanding that failures are not a bad thing whatsoever. It is literally just taking it on the chin and understanding that a failure is literally just a lesson, and taking those L's and turning them into lessons and learning from the experience. When I first started a clothing brand, I literally was doing crazy months at 18, did like 60K a month and got banned off Facebook. And most people would have just gone, oh, fuck, well, I'm just gonna go back to sixth form now. Like, that's my whole life gone. Like, we were literally relying off of that traffic for our brand. And I was like, nah, fuck it. I'm just gonna keep going, keep pushing and keep moving. And that is what you have to have, that mindset. Another one as well, actually, as a little bonus one, I guess this could be number 5. The size of your success is determined by the size of your belief, not by the size of your knowledge. I was at school with people that were getting A stars and they were meant to go to Oxford Uni. And then at the time you're like, wow, these guys are gonna be so successful. They're gonna crush it, like they're so smart. Actually, that's not what determines the success that you achieve. It's one, finding something that is completely different to uni. Realistically, in my honest opinion, you're never gonna make money by going down the uni route and working for someone else. Right, you might make 200K a year. That's literally nothing. And not even to be arrogant, but you can make so much more through making a business. But also on top of that, you don't have to go fucking work 10 hours every single day for someone else contributing towards their dreams, right? So one, think bigger. And the second thing is, like I said, the size of your success is determined by your belief. How much do you believe in yourself to the point where you don't listen to the background noise? You don't listen to even your parents, what they're saying. Even my mum and dad, from their perspective, they thought that it was the best thing, right? Where they were saying, no, honestly, go to uni. It's a risk taking a business, make a business after your uni. I knew in my heart that I was like, I know this is gonna work. I know I'm gonna make a success of whatever it is that I do. And even my friends that were like, oh, clothing brand, like that's never gonna work. Who's gonna buy from your clothing brand and stuff like that? Don't focus on the finer painting of the Mona Lisa. Look at the whole of the picture of the Mona Lisa. Don't think about that little bush in the background. Think about the whole picture and think, oh shit, those little minor details add up to create this amazing portrait. That's the other thing, is really believing in yourself in everything that you do. Don't focus on people that are telling you you're not gonna make it, because if you really believe in yourself, you are gonna make it. There's without a doubt. Number 6, smart people focus on listening, dumb people focus on talking. Become a sponge, learn from every single person, right? When I was on this mastermind, even though I was the one hosting it, I focused on literally learning everything I can learn from these guys. They're all experienced and making money in all walks of life, right? So listening to what they have to say, even listening to what other people have to say on YouTube, listening to courses, listening to Discord memberships, listening to, I don't know, obviously I have those myself, so I know it's a little bit biased, but I know for myself the amount of people the lives that I've changed just simply from them listening to what I have to say, because I'm in a position where they would want to get to, right? So when I first started listening to these guys behind me, their experiences with things, taking it on board and literally becoming a sponge, as opposed to trying to talk all the time. No, I don't need to listen to that person because I'm already making X amount a month. That's the stupidest ideology to have towards things and a stupid outlook. And yeah, I think that's number 6. The final one is, out of everything, learn to smile. Like everything you do, if you're not enjoying it, what's the point, right? When I'm making businesses or I'm making creatives or making TikTok organic videos or building websites or I'm testing products, I love every moment. Like I love the idea of formulating it and being creative and making new things and enjoying the process. And I think, like I said, learn to smile, enjoy the process, regardless if you're not making money every month. Know the fact that you are learning in every moment, right? You're always going to be better off. Even if you might not think it, you might think, oh, I've been failing all month. You're going to be in a better position from here to there because you've learned from those failures. And obviously it's just sort of tying into everything that I've just said. But yeah, like I said, learn to smile and learn to enjoy everything that you work towards. And even if you're failing, keep going regardless of what happens. So yeah, I think that's the final one, but I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the background. I've even got mics right now. I've got a sick camera. This quality should look really good.